YouTubers, if you're in the market for a solar panel, then you might want to watch this video, because this thing here is only 200 bucks and it's a 120 watt panel, and I was able to get like 110 watts on a really sunny day, perfect conditions. But we'll do some testing here at the end. Today it's not very sunny, but we'll still test it out and everything. It's from a company called Elecaenta. I have butchered the name on this thing a dozen or more times, and I look like a fool trying to say it, but it always seems to come out Spanish, but it is a Chinese company. Elecaenta or Elecaenta, whatever. But anyways, I gotta say, this is a really nice solar panel. It is 120 watts. It does have a nice carrying handle here on top. It does have like a rubber over mold, and it's just pretty comfortable. Thing only weighs about a little over 11¼ pounds, and you can see that it's just tiny. I mean, even with a little pouch here on the back, you know, this thing is really nothing. And I've seen a lot of solar panels that were a lot thicker and wasn't nearly as compact as this thing, and didn't put out as many watts as this, and those panels were even bigger. So I gotta say, this is one of the most efficient panels that I've tested on this channel, and my other channel as well. I really like the fit and finish of it. It does seem really high quality, and these buckles here on the front, I thought they were pretty neat. To get into them, you just mash it and pull down, and then it just opens up, and to fasten it back, you just take and push it back in there just like that. Very simple to work, and it is a monocrystalline solar panel. And it does have 4 sections. Alright, so if you look here on the panel, you can tell that it has a textured, shiny finish to it, and that is an ETFE laminate, and I guess that's what helps give it that shine and helps with you know, keeping it waterproof and all that. It is IPX5 waterproof, so you can leave it out in the rain, but I wouldn't try to jump in a lake and carry this thing with me, because there is some connections here in the back that you don't want to get wet. But you know, be all right if you left it out in a light rain, if it was to sprinkle or something like that. So the panel length is just over 65 inches and just over 20.5 inches from front to back here. Once it's folded back up, it measures 20.5 by 14.5. So, you know, it's very, very small and compact. All right, so now we're outside and we are about to test this thing out, but I wanted to show you the pouch here on the back, and go ahead and unzip it. This thing has 2 nice zippers, and it unfolds, and then this is where this panel becomes really worth the price. On top of it being efficient and all that, the amount of stuff that they give you with this solar panel is crazy. We'll start with the instruction manual, and it's all written to where you can understand it. It's big enough where you can actually read it. So I'm gonna set that aside, and then you'll notice that it's got this long cable that comes with it. That thing's probably 9 or 10 foot long, and then they give you this little piece of Velcro to manage that cable and keep it folded up nice and neat. And it comes with like 10 different barrel connectors, so you can adapt this cable by putting a different barrel connector, so you can adapt it to fit most any portable power station or just whatever you're trying to power, whether that be a laptop. And then you also have this here. This is another cable that they give you, and man, it just really helps you connect this into these your regular MC4 connectors. And then you've got this here, and this is your Anderson connector and your MT60, and then another barrel connector. So you know, you've got everything right here with this solar panel that you could possibly need to hook this up to, you know, whatever device you're trying to charge, with the exception of, you know, a phone charger or a USB-C cable. And the reason I say that is because if you look right here, you can see that there is a USB-C PD 45, and what that is a 45 watt charger, so you can charge multiple devices with this at one time. So if you've got a smartphone that does the fast charging, you can plug it in there. And then also over here you've got a USB A, and this is the quick charge 3.0, so you can charge your USB devices you know, even faster. And like I said, you can charge multiple devices at the same time. And then lastly, this was something I was not expecting. They give you 4 carabiners. All right, so you can see I've got the solar panel laid out here on the back of the Jeep, and I just wanted to show you here on the ends of the solar panel, you can take and hook these carabiners in. And let's say you want to fasten it to the side of, you know, your camper, or the side of your truck, or just wherever, on the side of a tree even. Or I went to Walmart and picked up some like little tent stakes for like $1. So if you wanted to secure these down into the ground and hook the carabiners on them like that, you could. So you just drive this into the ground, and this will hold it down onto the ground, keep the wind from blowing it. And you might say, well, the wind's not going to blow it with it flat on the ground. Well, let me show you. This thing here has some legs on it that pop up, and this is pretty typical for solar panels. But it just has some little Velcro legs that just pop down, and there's 2 in the middle, and you can adjust the angle of them, so you can flatten it out a little bit more, or if you want to stand it up a little bit higher, you can. Just whatever best for you during that time of year. You know, sometimes you can get more power with it laying flat. Sometimes you can get more power with it angled. All right, so one way that you can charge your power station is with a USB-C charging port. You use the PD port here on the solar panel, and if you have a portable power station like this 70 MAI Hiker 400 power station, this particular one has a USB-C input, and so it can go all the way up to 100 watts, but I believe this cable is not rated for 100 watts. So right now it's really cloudy. I had to put my hat on because it's actually raining on us a little bit. You can see the rain on the power station there, and it is pretty cloudy, but you can see that it's still putting out 11-12 watts right there. I don't know if you can see that right above my finger there, but even on this cloudy day, just by using a USB-C type charging cable, I've got it plugged directly into this, and that way I can charge this power station, and I can charge another device by hooking it in to this other cable that comes right out of the solar panel. What we're going to do is hook this up, these MC4 connectors here, just like this. And then I have a Elejoy. This is a solar panel multimeter, and this thing comes in pretty handy. I'm gonna go ahead and get this hooked up, and I'm gonna come back and show you how many watts this thing's putting out. So I've got the solar panel multimeter hooked up, and I still have it hooked up to this USB-C charging cable, and it's still putting out 12 watts of power. 12 watts right there, holding steady. And over here on the multimeter, you can let me hit the reset button here, and it's putting out 56.78 watts, and now it's 56.2 watts. And you can see, and you can probably hear the thunder. And you know, like I said, it's been raining on us, just doing a little drizzling. So that concludes the test. You've seen that it was able to charge the power station, and basically able to charge this device to be able to tell you how many watts it was putting out. And you know, now it dropped down in wattage. It's putting out 35 watts right now. But if you look up at the sky, the sun has disappeared behind these clouds right here, and you're just getting a little bit of sun shining through there, and this thing's still putting out 35 watts of power. So I gotta say, if you're in the market for a portable solar panel, check out this one here. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. Like I said, I've gotten like 110 watts out of this panel before on a really sunny day, and this thing it is a beast. So I appreciate you guys watching, and make sure you like and subscribe on the channel. And this is my new channel, so I really appreciate your help. And before I forget, if you're interested in this panel, I am an Amazon affiliate, so check down at the very bottom in the description. You click on that Amazon link that I've got down there, and it takes you right to this solar panel. And since I'm an affiliate, it gives me just a little small commission on it, and so it just helps further my channel, helps me purchase more and more stuff to be able to test this solar panels and power stations and power inverters and all different types of stuff out. And so it just helps keep me motivated. So anyways, appreciate you guys watching, and we're fixing to wrap it up, man. You can hear thunder off in the background. I don't know if it's able to pick it up on the camera or not very well, but it's about to rain pretty good here. So till next time, guys, see ya.